Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from whatever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, we have had two statements in this country. The first statement came from the Media Council of Kenya. The second statement came from the Azimio la Umoja. And seemingly, if you try to compare, you are going to agree that the Media Council of Kenya and the Azimio la Umoja are in agreement, because they were condemning the kind of treatment that Kenyans were subjected to during the mass action. Actually, the police conduct during the mass action. Media and Azimio are in agreement. But then, after the Inspector General of Police, Japhet Koome, seeing that, he went further to release another statement in defense of police. Now, here is the bombshell. Before he released that statement, there is another statement he issued, and the Nairobi Times captured him. They quoted him. If you compare his first statement and the official statement he has issued, it is contrary. It does not agree. Inakataa. That alone leave the Inspector General of Police with a question mark. In fact, if it was in this developed country, Japhet Koome should have resigned. But because this is Kenya, that's how these people are running affairs in this country. So first of all, I want us to check on the first tweet by Koome, and then we go to the second one. Because you realize that Koome is saying that when invasion happened at Uhuru Kenyatta's farm, they swiftly responded to restore peace and tranquility. My office is yet to receive any complaint from Northland City. We understand that there could have been a dispute between the company and the neighboring community, but are yet to receive complaint so that investigation can be done. So you see, he was responding to a question to do with what happened, the looting that happened at the Northland City. Really, he's saying that his office has not received any complaint. I mean, listen here. The truth of the matter is that police are never invited to a scene of crime. They literally go there to protect life and property. You don't even invite them. Unataka kuniambia wewe ukishaua mtu mnangoja polisi akuwe invited? As long as they get a clue that kuna mtu ameuawa mahali fulani, you will see police land cruiser landing. Zitakuja. Because that's their duty. So for him, he's telling people, it's like he's not aware what was happening at Northland City. When social media can never forget. Koome need to upgrade. He need to go digital. In this era, you cannot lie. At least during my era, the information would come after a long time. Even an investigation would be done for years and years. But as of late, information is like instant coffee. We want to go to the official position of the police, but before we go deep into that, just a quick request for those who are watching and you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing to our returning subscribers. I must say thank you so much, and again to all our viewers, please just give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, you want to see where contradiction is coming. Office of the Inspector General, National Police Service, press statement for immediate release. Statement condemning violence against police during Azimio la Umoja, One Kenya Alliance demonstrations. The National Police Service has noted with utmost concern and therefore strongly condemns the violent attack against police officers on duty and the destruction of property resulting from Azimio la Umoja, One Kenya Alliance unlawfully demonstration in Nairobi. Now they are shifting a blame to look like it was Azimio who are causing problem. Yesterday, Monday, March 20th, 2023, property of unknown value was destroyed in Nairobi, including 2 police motor vehicle and 23 officers that were injured. It is good he's talking about 23 police officers who are injured. But at the end of this statement, you are going to realize that he will mention nowhere about Kenyans who lost life during demonstrations. Because we are well aware that more than 3 Kenyans have died. Let us continue. Now, here comes a bombshell. We also received a report of invasion and destruction of a farm in Kiambu County. Relatedly, we received a report of invasion of private company within Embakasi area in Nairobi, to which our officers responded swiftly and prevented further crime. Responded swiftly. Ama tulisahau maana ya swiftly. Ama wana define aje. Quick respond. What we understand is that, and it was captured in the media, when you talk about what happened in Kiambu County, invasion of that property, police officers appeared after 24 hours. Is that what Koome is referring to as swiftly? Ama mimi ndio sielewi. Itabidi munifunze kwa comment section. After 24 good hours is when police officers showed up. But again, we can ask questions. Where was the county commander when that activity was happening? Where was the Central Region commander? Alikuwa wapi? Kiambu County commander alikuwa wapi? Ama ni county commissioner? Hivyo. Where were they? The police who have been dispatched at the Kenyatta Northland are always there 24 hours. But where were they when this was all happening? That's the question. So now here comes a question. They're saying that they did not receive any complaint in the first statement so that they can start investigation. But here he's talking about, we receive a report of invasion and the destruction of a farm in Kiambu County. A farm that is refusing to name. So how did he receive this information? And he's talking about, we have not received a complaint. So was he waiting for a complaint for him to dispatch police officers to that property? What we witnessed at Northland City, it was criminal activity which needed a quick, swift response from police officers. Now, he says that the whole issue about that criminal activity is a dispute between neighbors and the owner of that land. We are well aware that those people who went there, these people were ferried in vehicles. Vehicles that Raila Amolo Odinga gave the number plate earlier. How can you ferry neighbors in vehicles to that place? How come neighbors were organized with power so? Now, who was facilitating them surely? Koome, wewe mwenyewe, you are just shooting in your foot. Unajianika, it was better if you could have just remained silent. At least it could make sense. Hii nchi yenye tunaishi saa hizi, in this era, it is digital. We saw videos recorded, people were ferried and they were dropped a distance from the farm. Then they were told to walk into that farm. Even neighbors are not aware. We have listened to several interviews. Neighbors were not aware. They were caught in surprise of what was happening. But Koome, who is saying that he has not received the report, he is talking about neighbors who are aware. Let us finish this. Our investigation into the destruction and injury caused has been our investigation into the destruction and injuries caused has begun, and those found culpable shall face the law. We are appealing to public and other public to adhere to the rule of law when exercising their constitutional right to picket, petition, or demonstrate. Meanwhile, we commend our officers for discharging their duty with the utmost respect for the rule of law as demonstrated by their restraint during unlawful protest. And I recommend police officers for the good job well done. He's clapping for them. He's tapping their back. When we know that journalists were injured, and I did that video, you can go and watch again. And press, the media council is sharing on how police brutality was visited on journalists. He's commending that kind of act. Huyu ni mkubwa ya polisi, anawaambia continue with that kind of behavior. We saw Kenyans wananupia watu tear gas canister, they were demonstrating, which is in our constitution. What was wrong with that? They beat people. Even allegation emerging is that even we are police officers who are in civilian who went there in the invading of that property. So Koome is recommending them. That is the police position.